And thank you for joining this workshop. I know it's been quite a long day and we are a little bit tired, but we still have approximately an hour to discuss about one project proposal, SEE2 for Adrian program, Social Impact Migrants Investing in Social Enterprises. At the beginning, I'm going to briefly introduce you to the project concept and talk about mainly four aspects of these projects. First, of course, the reason why we have drafted this project proposal and the background information on the project in line with Adrian transnational program. The second thing that I would like to present to you, and further on within the discussion, of course, you are very much welcome to speak about the objectives of this project, short-term and long-term objectives. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the activities that we have drafted within the project, and at the end about the partnership building. So let's just start, and I'm going to open the discussion at the end of this presentation. So why we have come up with this project proposal? Which are the reasons that we started to build on this project? First, as we heard today for many times, in recent years, Europe is facing one of the highest scale in migrant movements in the last 2 centuries. The Southeast Europe countries are identified as transit countries, and they are facing high exposure to these challenges that are similar to all the CEE countries, especially because of the very specific needs that migrants have and the capacity problems in terms of people, resources, and tailored services for migrants. Second, the social economy enterprises can be the right answer to these challenges for many reasons. They are addressing the issues of social inclusion and social activation on the local level. They are addressing the challenges of continuously rising rate of unemployment, especially among young people. And they can be an important driver of economic activity in the local communities. Therefore, they can have an important role in the engagement of the potential on the local level, concerning resources and capacities, and also identifying investment-ready projects. Third, social economy enterprises are facing the lack of financial resources, as it has already been pointed out today during the conference, to implement, of course, the project into the market. Therefore, tailored financial instruments and products have to be further created to cover the needs of that types of organizations. And last but not least, an active role of local communities is identified, providing the basic infrastructure for the implementation of the planned activities, using the principles of partnership and collaboration, together with rising awareness among the members of the community. Social economy enterprises can be an effective media between migrants and the local communities, and therefore increase the efficiency of integration process of migrants in case of their longer stay in the country, together with social inclusion of elderly also, and other disadvantaged people from the countries in those activities. The SEE2 project proposal is in line with the Dubrovnik Declaration that was signed during the first forum of Adriatic and Ionian micro-region in May 2016 by all the EU-SER countries, namely Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Greece, Italy, Montenegro, Serbia and Slovenia. The second paragraph specifically recalls the principle of solidarity on the ongoing refugees and migration crisis unfolding in the region, which requires appropriate responses at all levels. In this context, it invites Adrian transnational cooperation program to provide support to specific actions in order to help participant countries to address this issue. Slovenia has therefore, in February this year, proposed to EU-SEE Governing Board to build on the potential of social economy and to develop mechanisms that would ease the access to labor market for migrants through social entrepreneurship and through SEE project proposal. Let's talk a little bit about the objectives. The overall objective of this project is to create a partnership and strategy for cooperation between countries in the program area, the national, regional and local governments, public administration representatives, and of course social economy networks and social economy organizations, which will result in the creation of an system for social economy enterprises that supports their activities in the field of migrants. The key is to provide an environment for the development of ideas, innovative actions for social economy enterprises in pre-incubation phase, and to increase their capacity and knowledge in preparation of investment-ready projects, with the perspective to create a tailored financial instrument and therefore to attract potential impact investors in social economy enterprises. Looking at the short term, there are three main points. First, within the project proposal, we would like to set up an initial structure for the development of social economy for migrants' needs in at least 3 EU-SEE countries. We would like to create and support at least one pilot project, pilot social enterprise per involved EU-SEE country for providing services to migrants, facilitating entry into the labor market and other identified services. And third, capacity building in the EU-SEE region for managing and facilitating social impact migrants investing. The long-term objective of the project is to attract financial contribution also from other sources by promoting impacts of these pilot projects for gradual building up of a full social impact migrant investment fund in the wider region, and also building synergies with other regions. We have also drafted this project proposal within the line with the manual of Adrian program, and it is built upon work packages, namely 3 or 4. Project preparation, of course, project management with the creation of the infrastructure for implementation of the project, project implementation, that is the most important one, and why I will go a little bit more into detail about that one. And of course, the work package on communication and dissemination, that is also very important to disseminate the results of the projects among project partners, external stakeholders, and of course wider public. 5 points that are crucial or the most important within the project implementation working package. The first one is the survey phase on the existing potential of social economy organizations, networks and other organizations and their supporting environments, with their primary focus on migrants and services for migrants in the local communities. This working package will also facilitate the selection of local test areas for the project and, of course, the identifications of types of services needed to be implemented by social economy enterprises to facilitate migrants in their different phases of their treatment, looking into tailored activities for their integration in the hosting countries, including the access to market, but also reintegration to their home countries. The second point is to elaborate the guidelines the main objective is to provide a framework for local experimentation and for the definition of ecosystem for social economy enterprises implementing activities for migrants, and establishment of a financial instrument investment fund. It will be based both on the experience from the broader EU level and of course on the results of the concrete actions implemented in the partner countries. Then of course the testing of these national guidelines, focusing on the testing of at least 3 national experiences on the regional test area level in participating countries of this project. Of course, the drafting conclusions and recommendations that will lead to the elaboration of common guidelines for the program area or for the participating countries. So one is the local aspect of each country, and then the common guidelines for all the participating countries. And of course, the key recommendation for the creation of a partnership model of an ecosystem for social economy organizations dealing with migrants and with the perspective to create a financial instrument. And of course the evaluation, another important phase of the project, and it will be made not only on the process level but also an impact evaluation of the actual project activities. So to wrap up, the main project results would therefore be, on the basis of the survey conducted within the project, identification of the testing locations to develop the model of ecosystem for social economy enterprises in the field of migrants, the developed model of ecosystem with identification of relevant stakeholders and their role in this ecosystem, and also, of course, the business model for participation in different stages of this project life cycle, the communication strategy for raising awareness and sharing of knowledge, the creation of guidelines as a tool for policy making and implementation of standardized high-quality procedures in building the ecosystem for social economy enterprises, and the creation of the financial tool. These guidelines, this model of cooperation at the level of program area countries will be elaborated and then tested at local levels in at least 3 countries. Slovenia, Croatia and Serbia have already been identified as potential partner countries and of course remain open to other interested countries in the region. Regarding the partnership building that of course we'll be discussing later in the debate, let me just conclude that there have been identified some other organizations, types of organizations which will be working together in the participating countries, each of them having their own activities regarding the implementation of the already mentioned project activities. So together, within the project proposal, we would have to cooperate within governments and public authorities and administration, social economy networks and umbrella organizations, of course, social economy enterprises and organizations as the main implementers of project activities, and of course other important institutions like the European Research Institute on Cooperative and Social Enterprises from Italy, REVES, European Network of Cities and Region for Social Economy, and also institutions for ethical finances. So I'm going to conclude my presentation about this project proposal here, open the discussion, and of course we would mainly like to see your point of view on the objectives of this project, the main activities that were outlined, the results, and of course expression of your interest in the partnership building of this project. Thank you.
Thank you. So first let me present myself. My name is Andreea Irina. I come from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Slovenia, and I'm a national coordinator for the Adriatic-Ionian strategy. First of all, I would like to thank to the Prime Minister Office of the Republic of Slovenia and the two state secretaries who actually are extremely eager and involved in bringing the issue of a social economy to the ground and to the really challenging common issues that we are facing in the region. As already explained right now, I would just like to maybe rephrase that we all understand where we are at this moment of time. Last year, the European Commission asked the ministers of the Adriatic-Ionian strategy to think, to consider whether those countries could do something together in order to address the issue of a pressing migration flow, and in particular in easing their access to the labor market. So the ministers committed themselves in the Danube Declaration that they will look whether those countries are able to do something. And the ministers are meeting again in 2 weeks in Greece, and we are, as a members of the governing board, actually asked to report back what has happened in 1 year. And we are really glad that this opportunity of using the social economy in order of addressing the migration issue, but simultaneously addressing the issue of social economy and institution building and capacity building within the region for the social economy and for the targeted and tailor-made financial instruments behind, that we are working on that. So today what we would need to do, as it was explained, the idea of the project, which was basically presented to the governing board of the Adriatic-Ionian region and got substantial support, and we were asked to go and work together in elaborating a common project. So what we need to do now is to identify whether the subject is the right one, whether the objectives are the ones that we could really agree on, and who would be the partners in the regions. As already mentioned, there are some institutions from Serbia, Slovenia, and Croatia which have been pre-identified, but we need to see whether this is the right way, how to develop. And as it was mentioned, also the Adrian program, the ministers in the declaration also expressed the expectation that Adrian will come and offer the hand. And this offer the hand means the first allocation of financial means in order to start working, and then hopefully also the others will join in. So thank you for the beginning. Maybe another thing, I would very much appreciate if we could have a very short tour de table, just to see who is present here, so that we know, and also to be able to inform our ministers who was participating in this drafting session, if possible. And can I just pass?
Hello everybody, my name is Štepic. I'm representative of Ministry of Economic Development and Technology. I'm also a member of organization board for this international conference that we are participating right now. And I'm looking forward to maybe help with some idea to support the preparation and for the right project to be supported. What is this table talking about? Thank you.
Hello, Istok Škerlić. I'm coming from municipality of Izola, and we are a partner of the strategic project facility point in Interreg Adrian, which was mentioned before.
Thank you. My name is Primož Šporar, coming from Fund 05, which is Foundation for Social Impact Investment based here in Ljubljana, and representing the Slovenian social entrepreneurs and civil society organizations in the European Economic and Social Committee. So very much interested in this kind of initiatives.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ludovico Gherardi. I'm the coordinator of the core team of the Managing Authority of Adrian Program. I would like to say, if it is possible, just a couple of things to better target the project. From the beginning, the first is the next call will be launched probably at the beginning of the next year. This means that there are time enough to set up a good project, first. Second, in this operation, in our operational program, there is in Axis 1 the possibility to develop project related to the social innovation. And of course, JS, as all the other projects, are completely open to all the technical questions, because with the experience of the past, of this first call, the important is to set up a very good European territorial cooperation project, because of course there will be the competition, but I'm sure that working hardly in this team, together with a lot of partners, this kind of projects will be really competitive and really strong. Thank you.
Hello everyone, Nadia Kobe, Slovenia, Government Office for Development and European Cohesion Policy, representing Slovenia in the monitoring committees of the Adrian Program, the Danube Transnational Program and the Central Europe Program. It is my duty today to be observer in the observer's role due to a conflict of interest, but I'm open for technical questions about the program.
Hello, Chiara Casarella from Central Europe Program. Maybe from the experience that we have as another joint secretariat, I think this discussion can be very useful, and we believe that it's always very important that the project, the idea, there is an ownership of the entire partnership towards the idea, so that all the partners feel committed to the implementation then of the activities that are related to the project. So I think the discussion is a good thing to build this common ground.
Hello, Jana Valkova, JS Central Europe, working on innovation, specifically social innovation, economic innovation.
Hello, my name is Matija Dušak and I represent E3 community from Slovenia. We are very open to collaborate with some migration project to employ the immigrants. So, yeah.
Hello, Urška Lampe, Institute IRIS from Slovenia. We are dealing with cultural heritage of the Slovenian and Adrian region. So I'm looking forward to this discussion.
Hello, Maruša Arh, Government Office for Development and European Cohesion Policy. Today I'm presenting here EU SER Facility Point, which was already mentioned, is a strategic project supporting the EU SER, so the strategy for Adriatic and Ionian region.
Hello, I'm Tone Paulin. I work for Government Office for Development and European Cohesion Policy, and I work as a national contact point for Interreg programs Adrian and Mediterranean.
I'm Dranka Vesel. I'm coming from a Research Institute for Social Economy, Slovene Search Institute, and we are preparing a educational and preparing educational programs for migrants in Slovenia, and we are collaborating in this with many different organizations working with migrants in Slovenia now.
Hello, my name is Damjana Golob-Lauric. I represent the Eurovision Radio Patrin, working on Roma and migrant issues, reporting from Turkey, Italy, Ukraine, and hoping to establish a reporting point also in Moldova, also from 8 different European countries.
Luisa Ferreira from the European Investment Bank Institute in Luxembourg, and I'm responsible for all our social program activities, which include social entrepreneurship, support to migrants, and others.
Dennis Avrilionis from Luxembourg, Compelio. My interest here is very specific. I would like to understand from this discussion if information systems like the ones we're building could be considered as a component in building capacity for operational matters in such funds.
Hello everyone, my name is Ivana Stančić. I'm coming from Serbia, a Smart Collective organization. I'm managing the social innovation program, which is developing and implementing supporting programs for social enterprises.
Hi, my name is David Marinovic. I come from the same organization, so we work in different ways to support impact economy in Serbia and the region, and we would be very interested to take part in this project. And also I think it would be a challenge to kind of understand that different countries have different needs and fears and challenges in this, because the Balkan route countries, I think, are not the, at least the wished destination by the migrants, So it would be, very challenging to develop different mechanisms of support that would support the migrants, not pushing them to stay in the countries where they not want to stay, but still, providing some kind of sustainable support and maybe, engaging them to stay as well. So,
Ugo Poli, I'm representing the Central European Initiative, where I am the focal point for migrations and dealing with the implementation of macro-regional strategies in particular. Maybe some more comments later. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sabine Stadler. I'm a university teacher at the University of Primorsky in Maribor. And together with Mr. Mitja Bretzeli from the Ministry of Environment, I'm obliged to make a seminar on the oils air.
Hello, my name is Filip Wadowski, and I'm representing TISE, which is a financial institution from Poland. We are financing social enterprises in Poland and Central Europe. Thank you.
Evka Heder, CISL, Southeast European Center for Entrepreneurial Learning, established on the request of the 8 countries for Southeast Europe for structured cooperation in the area of priority 1 of Entrepreneurship Action Plan, which is Entrepreneurship Education and Entrepreneurship Competence Framework Development. Related to the migrants issue, we have 2 references behind us. The first one is that on the request of DG GROW and Commissioner Bienkowska, we contributed to the preparation of the DG GROW position paper related to the migrants entrepreneurship. And the second one is that we are one of the rare implementers of the migrants-related project from the first call from DG Home. Related to your question, yes, from the position of Republic of Croatia as well as from the position of 8 countries participating in the CISL, yes, we are here, we are ready for structured cooperation. We are offering all our capacities, even additional countries, which are not within the US air, but they are on the Balkan route. And secondly, we are offering also the infrastructure which is based in Zagreb, financed through the structural funds, and which is bright news. So we are offering also this to support the overall implementation of a related project. I have 2 questions because we have the tour de table, but let's already start with this. First of all, is already planned that within of the components and pillars within the project proposal, we also target the migrants entrepreneurship?
because then the separate subject within the investment or the fund should be integrated, which is the fund for migrants entrepreneurship, which can be also connected with the business transfer, family business transfer, which we have a problem in all of our countries. The second question is related to the position of the project. Are we here now discussing about the strategic project, which will not be subject to the open tender, then will be subject of some kind of direct agreement procedures, as we have the governments here to discuss about it. And more or less, we are here for the full support. Thank you very much for that.
Good evening, everybody. Maria Verdoljak from Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Croatia. Here as representing national coordination for European Union strategy for Adriatic and Ionian area.
My name is Bojan Meulja. I come from Faculty of Management from Koper. I'm a lecturer and a researcher there, and I'm also director of Središće Rotunda from Koper, which is basically the supporting environment for the social enterprises in our region. So I also like to give you our preparedness for this project, especially from the view of needs on the field, what Slovenia needs, what are the regions that are. What are the needs in the region? So, if you like to get our help, you're welcome to just ask. Okay.
My name is Miro Mihec. I'm a member of a governing board of Slovenian Social Economy Enterprises Associations, and also organizer of the Fair of Social Economy Enterprises above us, and also I'm the owner of my company gathering with ethical advertising called Ethics. Thank you.
Sandra Rončević coming from CISL as well. For the time being, no questions, but looking forward to the discussion.
Hi, I'm Lola Blanc from the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the Sustainable Development Department, and I'm here to discover this kind of project because I'm in charge of social and solidarity economy subject.
Yuri Baudaš, Cooperativa Last Mile Cargo Delivery is new project, pilot project, and we this is a startup, and we so maybe we want to find out how much you must invest to open one social entrepreneurship working place. So maybe we are working 1 year already, and we found out that we use already a lot of working hours. Without any support, maybe we will, or we are already now opened one working place. So a little support we get now, 20,000 euro, and we will open another working place. Maybe this is pilot project from the ground.
Ana Jereb, coming from IOM Slovenia.
Good evening. I'm Iva Perhavec, also from the IOM mission in Ljubljana, so the UN Migration Agency. Our office in Ljubljana is active in quite several fields of migration management, but for the past year, specifically in the integration of beneficiaries of international protection in the labor market. And recently we have also been focusing on the opportunities for social entrepreneurship and self-employment of refugees in Slovenia, and also active involvement and engagement of the private sector and employers in the integration process of refugees.
Today, Slapnik, State Secretary from Slovenia.
Mojca Štepic, State Secretary from Slovenia.
Lini Balent, coming from Ministry of the Economic Development and Technology.
Renata Markovčić, coming from Slovenia.
Hi, Sandra Hlipš, coming from British Council in Slovenia. Social enterprise is one of our priority areas. We try to help a lot in terms of development of supportive environment, in terms of capacity building, and also in terms of networks that we can provide access to.
Good afternoon, Sanjin Plakal. I'm European Project Manager, Belgium, from European Think Edu Tank, promoting solidarity and sustainability in Europe.
Darja Zorko-Mencin, Managing Authority, European Social Fund.
Yuri Giacomelli, founder and managing director of Giacomelli Media, who is the operator of Circular Change Platform, a platform promoting the transition to circular economy. And we are at the same time also the communication partner of the organizer of this event.
Hi, my name is Ivo Pličko, founder of petershome.org, the company which was formed for the purpose of solving social problems through the use of technology. Last week we have had city of Kočevje a meeting where I have been appointed responsibility to form a group which will work on the manufacturing of modular housing here in Slovenia made out of Slovenian wood.
Hello everybody, Stanislav Sivec, Cipark. We're working to transfer degraded land into amusement park.
Good evening, I'm Nina Markovic and I come from PRIMS, NGO, which recently became partner of UNHCR, and we are really welcoming these initiatives.
Denis Stocking, President of Pour la Solidarité.
Just to answer your question, we had a quick presentation, but you actually gave us the two questions. The first one on the migrants entrepreneurship. Of course, the objective of this project proposal is to present with the panel of services for migrants and with migrants that also have to be regarding job inclusion into the labor market. So one of the options is, of course, also their entrepreneurial level of doing the job. And about the procedure, yes, we have, of course, let's say the public call for this, but regarding the already made discussions with the governing board and with the thematic that is quite, let's say, very well implemented also in the declaration in Dubrovnik, we are hoping for the direct procedure to be supported within this project. Yes.
If I may add to this, that would be, let's say, the expectation. Of course, we need to agree with the Adrian, and it's basically on us. If our request would be sufficiently well prepared, showing that this is a real project of a strategic importance and that there are partners who are behind, then our argumentation in discussing with the Adrian will have a sound basis. If there will be just, let's say, one poor initiative, it could be something that goes with the regular procedure. So basically it's on us. And in order to achieve this specific, strategic, important thing, also this opportunity here is used, that we bring people together and we all together see whether we could, with the offer like you gave it very, very concrete, prepare something of a substantial importance and then have a sound basis for discussion, in particular through the annual forum next month in Greece.
Thank you. Ugo Poli for the CI Executive Secretariat. According with our experience in the last 2 years about promoting migration management in sound manners across, in particular, the Balkan region, you may find a summary of these about 20 events that featured our campaign on migration management since the end of 2015 on the CI website, that is very simple, ci.int. I would like to say that the very good intention of this initiative, in my opinion, should care of two conditionalities, how to say. On one hand, the need of a very accurate positioning of this new initiative among the mass of programs, mostly funded by EU funds, but not only, that are crossing each other in all the countries affected by migration impact. There is really a huge amount of initiatives, positive, but asking for attention to the best use of the resources, fitting the shortages, the sectors where more improvement and potential growth is possible and needed. Just to say about Adriatic Ionian and Danube regions, we have the very recent call by ESPON program for a specific research addressed to the realms of these two macro-regional dimensions about the impact of migrations on the territories, meaning a specific attention to the local aspects. And we still, with the same CI, started a small project funded by the region of Friuli Venezia Giulia about the collaboration between state, local, public administrations and civil society organizations. Second point, to provide as quickly as possible concrete outcomes on the issue of strengthening entrepreneurial, social entrepreneurial capacities, I think it should be considered beyond of the long-term goal of setting a financial envelope for the support of the sectorial initiatives, to structure the project already with a scheme of sub-grants allowing direct mobilization and support to the most performing actors of the story. Thank you.
If I can answer or comment the first point of your intervention, I have to imagine. I have to share with you that yes, we started on European level with the initiative already in 2015 on special expert group of European Commission for social enterprises, It was already in October 2015, the main proposal on political level presented. Yes, and we are advocating the idea already for 2 years. We had already 4 or 5 ministry meetings with the ministries dealing with social economy, but it was the Adrian program and the appeal of foreign ministries that we have a situation on the ground that it should be not just observed, but that we will do something. That's why we use that initiative, and we are still trying to do concretely as soon as possible the activities, but we are already in the same time thinking to invite other microregions. We are in the same time, for example, in Madrid, when we will have European level social economy conference, we will be again speaking about the main project proposal. The proposal was that on European level we will establish impact investing migrants fund. And of course it would be great if we will start here in our region with concrete activities. That's why I hope that we will be able to attract more countries and also from the region, and also the main stakeholders from the sector of social economy, that we will have concrete projects that we will be able to support, and that we will have the results, which of course we know that are really needed as soon as possible on the field. This.
Thank you. So regarding our time constraint, I would just like to invite you to maybe express your feelings, your thoughts about the general objectives and about the short-term and long-term objectives of this project, because this is a general outline that we would then like to propose and of course further elaborate within the project proposal. So if that's something that we can agree on today, would be perfect. So please let me know what you think. And of course, we still remain open for the partnership building within this project. Okay, I assume that you all agree on the project proposal. Maybe, yeah, another thought?
Okay, we are all silent, but it's maybe time to say that we are congratulating you for the structure of the project. What we see from the position of CECIL, which is the added value, but it was very modestly announced that there are great capacities for returnees and stabilities in the post-conflict regions, which can be, again, model which can be transferred further on in post-conflict areas. So we are welcoming that very well. And from the position of CECIL, thank you very much for elaborating the very comprehensive approach, taking into account all the aspects of social enterprises and taking into account the active position of the migrants, not just to be employed, but also to be the active component in building our economic advantages. Especially, I have a mandate from the 8 countries of CECIL to share with you that all the countries are very worried because we cannot just implement the simply copy-paste the model of big countries. That means to have a system of recognition of qualification, which is too expensive for us, and there is no job surplus. So thank you very much for putting the drafting and sharing this proposal with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If you agree, we have your emails here, and we would like to send you the drafted project proposal, and we will expect your feedback quite soon, let's say until the 15th of May, if that's okay with you. And again, as already said, or maybe it would be better until the 11th, because we would like to kindly ask Slovenian Ministry of Foreign Affairs to inform all the relevant stakeholders in Greece, which at the second annual EU-SER forum, for the progress that has been made within this conference. So maybe your feedback would be required a little bit sooner. Yes, Andrea, please.
If I may, to be very practical, it would be good to use the opportunity when the ministers are meeting again, and this is on the 11th of May. So, if my understanding is correct, but please correct me if I didn't grasp it rightly, I understood that from the Croatian side, you are actually expressing the interest to be actively involved in the... yes. But being involved in the preparation of the project, and if I understood correctly, also our colleagues from Serbia volunteered to work in there, and I didn't see anybody else so far, in addition, of course, to the Ministry of Economy and the Prime Minister's office.
State to appoint us, but you can appoint us.
So we have also the volunteers from the Central European Initiative, and maybe this kind of information, we could work with Maria on that, would be sufficient for the time being for the ministers, just to say that we have met, that we have identified potential partners, the initial ones, all the others are actually invited to come in. And there was, let's say, a practical agreement that you will be invited on really drafting and sharing on the project proposal. We will also inform the Adrian on the situation, and based on the further developments, we will see whether this kind of initiative is a way, of course, the governing board will have to deal that, that would support something, as you already mentioned, a strategic project which would require a specific treatment, or is this something that could be squeezed in the regular procedure that you are planning within the Adrian?
Okay, no. Okay, right now. Okay, right now this project is inside a regular call, because never in the monitoring committee was decided to have special strategic projects related to migration issues, or in general term strategic projects. This means that, of course, now is in the next call. We are in the discussion of the next call inside of monitoring committee. This means that is the monitoring committee in charge to decide something related to the call. This is the situation. But as I said, inside of a regular call, a normal call, this project can stay. I heard that other project related to migration was submitted and have a very good position also in the first call. This means that this kind of topic is fully inside of the call. And this, I will start in this direction, because right now this is the position of the program. Okay. And as I said, the JS, for all the tech, as the colleague at the National Contact Point of Slovenia and the JS in Bologna are fully involved to help for all the technical issues related to a development of a good project. This is, of course, for us.
Yes, this is fully correct. But in addition to what you explained, there is a specific situation, and that was the commitment of the ministers to do something specific in a rather quick terms. You already mentioned the call is going to be the regular call, beginning next week, meaning the next year, meaning the implementation will be only in 2018 or 19. And it's the issue for the debate, whether we need something, let's say, tailor-made and more specific, or we go with, let's say, with the flow. But this is not for us to decide. It's actually for the structures which have the decision-making powers. For us, it is really to identify the potential for working together and try to put it to, as we call it, this is what I learned, the impact financing. So really it has to have an impact. And if we are able to show this impact, then the question where and how to find the finance, I think, will not be a problem. But we need to show the impact.
Thank you to all of you for all your comments. We will be further looking into the project drafting together with all of you, and via your emails you will get this version of the project proposal. So thank you very much for all your contribution. At 7:30 we have the bus waiting, and we'll see each other tomorrow at 9 at the conference, the second day. Thank you.